In today's video, I will break down how I made this animation with the help of Blender and Adobe After Effects. This tutorial is one of my most crucial tutorial ever, so you have watch it very carefully. So let's begin. First, you have to open Blender. If you don't have it, don't worry. I will provide the link in the description box. You can download it from there. Before starting, I would like to give you some extra warning and advice. If you don't even know anything about Blender, you should watch my previous videos first and watch some basic tutorial about Blender, so you won't get confused in the middle of the work. If you still get stuck somewhere, feel free to DM me in my Discord. Link in the description. So let's start. First, delete all the objects. Then open this secret folder. You will find it in my private Discord server, where I give every single important things of my video. So join now. Then import them. But before import them, do not forget to go to the main file and check the file type. It could be DIA, E or FBX or anything, so check it before importing. After that, import it. Then, if you go to this option, you will see the texture of the object, but it won't work for every type of object. Example, incoming. Then upload another object file, same as before. As you can see, this file has multiple objects, so we have to make it in a separate folder. So make one and drag all the objects into the video. After that, go to shading option and select the floor. You can customize your object from here. It is the best method to get the perfect object, so do it carefully and take your time. You can see I am selecting single object carefully and making them looks good. After all the customization, you can see it is looking realistic and good. Then upload another file. Now for this file or object, we can upload its own texture on the shading option. So go to the shading option, press this and press Ctrl plus Shift plus T in your keyboard, and it will allow you to select the texture file. Then select all the texture file and click here and your work is done. Now import all the object as shown in this video. Now organize it by pressing 1 in your numpad to go the font view, and align them by pressing G and Z in your keyboard. Then add a cube and size it correctly. We are doing this because we need a dark environment and a cool looking background, so we have to do it in this way. Then select the painting and adjust the dimensions so it can look like it is attached to the wall. Go to the third panel in here, and now you will see the real-time work, or the main rendering view here. Add a light. You can add area or spotlight, but don't use the sun because it is too powerful and heavy to control. Then adjust the light as shown as in this video. And make all the objects place in the middle of all the dimension, and choose the main objects of the video like the crown and the mask, and place them in the middle too. Now add lights for the painting and other stuff like this video, and customize the details and etc. Now, if you have noticed in the video, I had a blockage in the middle. We could use vase. Like my previous work, the problem is in my country it is currently having a mini civil war, and we don't have internet to work with, so I am using an inbuilt mesh name cylinder, but I will also provide them video link and the files so you can add this object to make your rendering looks awesome. So back to my video. So now resize the mesh or cylinder correctly like this video and duplicate them, so we can have 4 blockage in our video for transition, so do it then. Now you can add emission to make it brighter. Play with the controls to make it looks good. After that we have to animate the objects. So select with the crown. If you can't select the crown like me, re-watch the full video and you will notice the problem. So animate it by pressing I on your keyboard, then make it look like it is floating. So make it carefully like this video. After that, do the same with all the main objects. Then add your camera. Go to the place you want to start your animation. Now press Ctrl+0. You will have the option to manipulate the position and the location of the camera. But if you notice that, if you change the positions of the object, you will see that your camera is hard to move, and it will focus into some different things. So what we have to do is add an empty pane axis in our layout. So add the empty and adjust it so it can cover the whole area of the table. You don't have to make it this big, but for your simplicity, I am making it this big so you can see it. Then press camera and go here and choose this option. Select the empty for target. Now if you press 0 in your numpad and move the position, you will see the camera won't change its focus from the table, and that is what we wanted. Now it is time to animate the camera, so what you have to do is make it rotate and have 3 or 4 blockage in your scene by moving it correctly. So do it like my video. And now here is the main sauce. What you have to do now is when you are passing by a wall, select your main object and change the location so it won't be here in the scene. You have to add every object like this video. After all that you can see, you have the main animation. Now render it. But before rendering, if you have electricity problem in your area or a low-end PC, do not choose FFmpeg or the MP4 option. So select PNG option if you don't want to take risk. Don't worry, nothing will change if you choose PNG or video option. So after render, what you have to do is go to Adobe After Effects and import your video in the timeline, and if you see it starting from the reverse, select the scene and change the timeline to reverse also. Now add an adjustment layer and add glow effects so it will have a glow in it. Finally, your rendering is done. If you want to learn more about this and want to get clients in future, make sure to subscribe my channel because I only teach the important things that will provide you money and that will benefit you in future. Also follow my other social media as well. Till then, bye.